Hey yo! See that business goose over there? That's an Adelie penguin. They are the smallest penguins in Antarctica, but boy did somebody shove a lot of evil into their small bodies, even for penguin standards. You see, these little flightless sociopathic ice goblins build their nests out of small stones and pebbles. So, very fittingly, male Adelie penguins bring the female of their choice the finest pebble they can find in order to win her over. Think of it as presenting a shiny engagement ring. Problem is, good pebbles are rare to find, so male Adelie penguins are notorious for stealing pebbles from their neighbors' nests. Especially those on the colony edges where a quick getaway is easier, because yoinking someone else's pebbles is quite risky. If caught, the thief faces violent flipper smacks from not just the victim, but often the whole pebble-protecting neighborhood. And really, stealing pebbles isn't just rude, these stones are crucial. A well-built nest helps protect eggs and chicks from the harsh climate and predators, so losing too many pebbles can mean losing offspring. Plus, taking a pebble mid-courtship may ruin another penguin's chance at love. Very sad. And it gets even messier. Some female Adelie penguins don't rely on Mr. Right Pebble to provide enough material for their nests, so they take matters into their own flippers by engaging in some extra cardio with single males in exchange for, of course, more pebbles. Right, hippos. I know what you're thinking now. Why friend-shaped if not friend? But always remember the first rule of life. Never trust anything that can open its jaws 150 degrees. But why are they on this list anyway? I mean, yeah, they eat humans occasionally. Depending on who you are, that might be seen as rude. But no, that's not it. Well, you know when animals communicate in very subtle and easy to miss gestures? Yeah, hippos like to broadcast what they have to say. Male hippos are notoriously territorial, and to mark their territory, assert dominance over other males, or to impress the ladies, they like to, spin their tails like a high-speed propeller to fling poop and pee in every direction like some kind of a deranged garden sprinkler. Now, getting showered in flying dung isn't exactly a love letter, unless you're not a hippo, of course. If a lady hippo finds a male suitably attractive, she might spin around and return fire in what biologists politely call submissive defecation. Yeah.
The gorilla. Strong, majestic, attractive.
Mom, Dad is watching weird stuff again. No, I'm not! Gorillas are cool. They are big, heavy, and quite intimidating, so they are well equipped to squeeze the life juice out of you pretty quickly. But they already have so much to do, like sitting around and eating. So it's very understandable that they do not always want to go full berserk mode on you, but that's actually not a problem at all. They have a very effective method for handling these kinds of situations. They take their massive hands, grab some poop, and fling it at you. Where do I even start? That is rude, and also very disrespectful on a scale from Canadian to "oh my god, it's a goose!" And also, how do you recover from this unique power move? You don't win a stare down after wiping gorilla dung off your face. You go home, you rethink your life, and man, just think about the
emotional, damn it!
So, are you ready to move on from poop warfare to high-pressure pea missiles? No? Well anyway, we're talking about lobsters now. Lobsters have one of the most unexpected greeting rituals in the animal kingdom. When two lobsters meet, whether potential rivals or romantic partners, they don't shake claws. They don't nod politely. Instead, they squirt jets of urine at each other. Because of course they do! You see, lobsters have bladders conveniently located on either side of their heads and special nozzles under their eyes which they use to aim the pee right into the other lobster's face. This urine contains pheromones that convey vital information about everything from social status and dominance to reproductive availability. But it also makes for a pretty disgusting hello. And bonus weirdness, lobsters don't just pee to greet, they also escalate this behavior during territorial disputes and especially before fights. The two lobsters might exchange multiple rounds of pee squirts before things get rough, which helps to establish hierarchy without resorting to serious claw damage. Even more bizarre, when it's time for some lobster love, males mark themselves and their dens with extra urinal enthusiasm, and females will actually queue up outside his little lobster cave and shoot some liquid love right back at him until he lets one of them in. So, how about we stop talking about disgusting things like that and look at actually one of my favorite animals. Apparently one day nature thought, Now that I made this big violent thing and this small violent thing, you know what the ocean needs? Something cute and tiny. Aww. And also violent. Oh. Mantis shrimps. Look at him. So cute. Ah! Mantis shrimp are famous for their incredibly fast and powerful punches, striking with a speed that is often compared to that of a .22 caliber bullet. But I think what sounds even more impressive is that their punches are so fast and generate so much friction that it boils the water around their tiny little fists. Well, not really fists, because of course they have specialized club-like appendages that are only used for destruction. Man, I love these things, and they love punching each other for territory, which is pretty rude, wouldn't you say? But despite their aggression, mantis shrimp also communicate through stunning color changes and ritualized dances that signal intentions like dominance, submission, or readiness to mate. So they really try the diplomatic route, just, you know, always backed by the threat of utterly eradicating your entire existence. Pretty cool. But if getting punched by a shrimp wasn't enough to make you question marine life's social graces, I have an even better example of aquatic rudeness ready for ya. Okay, so we've seen animals pee, poop, steal and brawl for love or territory. But what about an animal that punches others not for dominance or territory, but possibly just because it feels like it? I'm talking about, of course, octopuses. They sometimes randomly punch fish in the face and no one really knows why. Octopuses are known for their intelligence and complex social behaviors, but sometimes... Did you know that they go on group hunts with other species? These groups typically consist of one octopus hunting together with several fish, ranging from about 2 to 10 individuals. The fish act as scouts or explorers, helping locate prey and flushing it out of crevices, while the octopus acts as the leader, controlling when and where the group moves. Within these groups, cooperation is key, but when certain fish step out of line, that is, they don't help in the hunt or disrupt the group's success, the octopus sometimes punches those fish to keep them in line and maintain order. Okay, so far so incredibly cool. But the lead researcher of a study that was made on this group hunting behavior said that sometimes there appears to be no clear reason why the octopus did it. It probably just punched the fish out of boredom or something. Anti-social tentacle punching. Real random unprovoked violence. The fact that they are so incredibly intelligent makes it even funnier to me. Elephants! Now usually these flap-eared freight trains are known as gentle giants, but once a year, for 2 to 4 months, male elephants enter a state called must, like in must set the whole world on fire. It's a special period male elephants go through where their testosterone spikes up to 10 times the normal level. 10. That's not a mood swing anymore. It's like waking up with a completely new personality that only desires to feed on suffering and blood. This hormonal change makes them highly aggressive, moody and unpredictable. Elephants and must often completely ignore usual social rules, assert dominance aggressively, disrupt peaceful herds, pick fights with anything that breathes, and sometimes even charge at safari vehicles, just to make a point. It's nothing personal, it's just testosterone throwing a tantrum in their brain. They also drip a strong-smelling fluid from their temporal glands, the sides of their heads, which marks their presence, meaning it really freaking stinks. Also, their testicles increase in size. Just thought I'm going to mention that too. And when must ends, they just go back to being peaceful, as if the entire episode was some kind of blackout rampage they're too embarrassed to talk about. Well, there you have it. From pebble thieves and dung flingers to unprovoked fish bullies and hormonal chaos elephants, the animal kingdom certainly offers a masterclass in bad manners. What do you think is the worst social behavior on my little list? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, if you want to learn about why medieval pigs were monsters, then watch this other video of mine. Thanks for watching as always, hit like if you like, hit that bell or go to hell, and bye.